Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Olight Baton 4 Premium Edition. Now, in addition to the Baton 4 torch, we've also got the case which has got an inbuilt battery there to recharge the torch with. So this is the box. Let's open it up and I'll show you exactly what comes with it. Okay, so we've got the case here and the torch inside, and there's an indicator on the side there where you can clearly see that it's at 100% charge. I've got the user manuals, we've got a cleaning wipe, a USB-C charging cable, a lanyard, and there's also this pin tool. So it looks like very similar to like a pin tool you use on a mobile phone, except it's got a little hook on the end of it there. So having a look at the torch up close, I mean, look how small this is. It's insane. It fits in the palm of my hand, literally. So weight-wise, we're looking at 52.5 grams. That's it, 1.85 ounces. It weighs nothing, this thing. 6.3 centimeters in length, or 2.48 inches. And the diameter of the bezel there is 2.1 centimeters, or 0.83 of an inch. So, you know, my first thought was, okay, is this thing just a toy, or are we going to have some decent output with it? 650 milliamp hour, 3.6 volt battery. And, you know, they're saying that this thing can punch out up to 1300 lumens and have 170 meters of throw and run for 30 days. Now, I'll break that down in a nutshell, guys. The 30 days obviously is when you've got on the moonlight mode. There's no way it's going to run for 30 days on the turbo or high or even medium. So the best way to have a look at the different modes, and I'll just bring the box back over again. On the back there, you can clearly see the lumens, the turbo, high, medium, low, moonlight, and the runtime for each and what the throw is, okay? Also the candela rating. So, you know, in all realism, I find with a lot of torches, I find the throw about probably half of what they recommend, as in usable throw. So, you know, if I can get roughly about, 80 meters, you know, to maybe like around that 85, somewhere there with this, I'd be pretty impressed with that. So I'll talk a little bit more about it, guys. Some of the benefits that we've got here is this case is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery inside, okay? So it's a wireless case. You've got the USB-C there to charge it up. But the thing is, once you're out using the torch and say, you know, the battery's right down, well, all you need to do is just put it straight back in the charger. There's a green light there because obviously it's fully charged, but it'll just turn red and it'll start charging that up. So you can get up to 5 full charges with this wireless charger of the torch itself. So I find that really good. You can also turn it on, you know, you can have it just in the case, undo the top there, and you can just press the button and turn it on. But look, I really don't know why you'd do that. For me, I'd be just, I guess, utilizing this for its real positive here, and that's the compact size. You know, I just have this sitting in my shirt pocket, or, you know, maybe just, you know, in my shorts or pants pocket like that, just clipped in. That's how I'd use it anyway. The housing on it is the anodized aluminium. So look, it's like all the other Olight torches. I've not had any issues with problems with the housing being weak or brittle or anything like that. It's IPX8 waterproof rated, so, you know, like fully submergible. You're not going to have any issues there. I do like on it, like I'll just turn it on here. Okay, so it's got like the brightness level. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try to bring that up for you guys. Everything is so small on this torch, it's crazy. So if we turn it on, okay, so we'll have a brightness level, and there's also the battery level there. So if you hold it down, it'll go up to another, obviously, level. Okay, so it'll basically do low, medium, and high. If you just hold it down, it'll just filter through those brightness levels. If you want the turbo, like, you basically just double click it, it'll go into the turbo mode. And then if you want it in the moonlight mode, have it turned off, hold it down, and then I don't even know if you can see that on the palm of my hand, guys. Like, it's very, very low. but that's obviously what's going to run up to 30 days, you know, of runtime at that brightness level. It also has a strobe mode, so I'll just show you that. I mean, like obviously if you have problems looking at strobes, just look away temporarily. Basically, if you got it off there, and I think it's 3 fast clicks, there we go. And then it'll just you know, deactivate with pushing it again there. The button here is stainless steel on it as well. We've got the ability, you can do like the magnetic charge with some of the older you know, torch models, but for me, I mean, I'd just be putting it straight back in here in the case that it comes with. So what would be the use for this torch? I mean, obviously I'm going to test it when it you know, becomes dark here on the farm. But for me, something this lightweight, I mean, you know, possibly you could mount it to maybe a, you know, a firearm like a 22 or something like that. You know, if you were just shooting close distance and, you know, have a little bit of fun with it. But it's really going to come down to those run times. I mean, once again, when you have a look at the back of the original packaging here, you can see a lot of the run times. So you're about an hour, roughly an hour 20, hour 30 if you're going to have a combination of like either the turbo or the high modes of total runtime. Or, you know, if you've got it in medium, then you've got a solid 8 hours of runtime, or low 35 hours of runtime. So for me, guys, I think, look, it'd probably be a camping torch, just something lightweight, unintrusive. It's going to be sitting in your pocket. And yeah, it's just certainly not going to weigh you down. So price-wise on it, at the time of doing this review, the retail price on it is $154.95 here in Australia. Like all Olight torches, they're made in China. And at the time, once again, of doing this review, check out the description below, guys, because they've always got sales on, flash sales, and I always put the latest stuff, you know, in that description for you. I don't get any discounts for it, nothing like that. It's just simply a discount that they offer my followers as a favor because I've reviewed their products. So, all right, guys, so let's get out on the farm later tonight when it falls dark, and let's do a couple of practical tests with this little Baton 4 torch and just see how it performs. So we'll start off in the turbo mode here, guys. As you can see, the fence out in front of me here is about 75 yards away, so I can clearly see that, and the ridge behind it. So looking around, I mean, it pumps out a fair bit of light, but obviously it's not going to run forever at this mode. So let's go through some of the other modes now. High, and that's pretty good. I can see the fence out there at that same distance, about 75 yards away. So once again, you know, you're not going to have hours and hours of runtime at that brighter setting. But obviously this torch isn't really a long distance torch. The practical use would be around the campsite, or perhaps, you know, maybe just going for a walk, something nice and lightweight. Okay, so let's go for a bit of a walk. So at the moment it's just on the high mode here. So as you can see, let's go down to my pumpkin vine here. So you can see there, guys, like it's, you know, it's plenty of light, you know, for just general use, walking around, say, campsite, or looking out at a little bit more distance. You know, I wouldn't really, you know, rate this torch as something that you would be using over about that sort of about 75 meters, 75 yards around there, okay? So if we go back now to low, as you can see, perfect for walking around, you know, just saving battery power and just looking basically down at your feet. So if you were just walking along a track, so you can see the target there. Now I'm only about 5 meters from it. Okay, so I'll go up to medium, and that gives you a good amount of power there as well. You know, once again, if you're just around the campsite and trying to save some power, this is going to give you a fairly long duration of battery life. Another handy use for the torch is with the magnetic tail end, attaching it just to the tray of the ute. If you want to change a tyre, or you just need that little bit of light, you can do it with this torch. You can also attach it to the side of the shed like I've done here. So if you're outside working on a vehicle or something similar where you just need that little bit more light, or you just attach it to the side of your vehicle while you're setting up a campsite, you've just got that little bit extra light as well. Okay guys, I'll wrap up my final thoughts on the Baton 4 torch from Olight. Obviously the positives of it are that it's extremely lightweight. Yeah, you can just clip it on your pocket on your shirt or put it in your shorts, and it's not that big that it's going to interfere with other items that you may have in there. So it's just not bulky at all. So if I get the charger out, and the other good thing about this charger as well guys is because it is a charger as such, you could put a USB C to USB-C cable there, and you could charge, you know, like your latest phone or whatever you want with it, you know, within reason obviously, but you could still have access to that stored energy, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, easy as that. So say for example, you know, you were pretty much out of power, or like this, you're down on power from the torch. I mean, you can just hit the button on the top and go through the different modes and then just, you know, use it like so. So, you know, you're kind of never running out of power, if that makes sense, until it's drained right down in the case. So yeah, I don't know, I just find it a nifty little idea, and you know, it may just apply or be quite applicable to someone who wants something nice and neat around the campsite. So guys, that's my final thoughts on it. I mean, I can't fault it for what it is. It pumps out a ridiculous amount of light and obviously works as I showed you. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. I'll leave the review at that guys. Thanks very much for watching. So till next time, we'll catch you then.